Hello, I'm the One Mute Frog, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. Last time, right, I left you guys on a cliffhanger. Left you gamers on a cliffhanger. And we were going to Greenway Transit. And we still are going to go to Greenway Transit. But I need to talk about something important first. This episode's goal. We have a goal. That goal, I want to... So you see this. You see where it says like spoke climber. And there's like a thing. I want to be able to max out... I'm going to just call it reputation. I want to be able to max out a couple things reputation. So hopefully I can make sure that I've met everyone, and if I've met everyone, we can start getting on track to getting closer to actually finishing the game. So places like, well, not like here, but like, for instance, the Free Spoke, I think Low End has one of them, right? Yeah, Low End has one. The Shipyard has one, and there's probably going to be one or two or maybe three, or like a bunch in the Greenway. I don't know. We gotta go there, and we're gonna do that first. But just keep in mind that the goal, I want to max out reputations. So let's go. As you step out into the passageway, someone barrels into you from behind, sending you stumbling down the corridor. You turn to see an unfamiliar spacer, laden with heavy gear. She steadies herself, staring you down as if daring you to respond. Ash, sorry? She adjusts a strap on her shoulder, holding up a hand in recognition before setting off down the corridor. I'm sorry for her, a second spacer smiles at you apologetically. She's on a mission, and when she's on a mission, they shrug. Not a problem. Peek. They smile. You're sweet. Peek. Ash stands further down the corridor, glowering at her friend. She chops at the air, pointing down the corridor to whatever end she's rushing to. Peek raises their eyebrows at you. Ash, please, you want everyone on this station to hate us? Ash hardens. They want to hate us. They can hate us. She drops her hip. I'm not exactly seeing much love as it is. Lucky we got through before they set up that damn cordon. Cordon? Peek gestures in your direction. See, they don't even know what you're talking about. The station isn't Hawthorne. Not everyone has to follow some corporate protocol. Ash sighs. I'm not saying they're part of the administration, she jerks her head in your direction, but I am saying we need to get these supplies to the Briar before someone starts asking questions. Can I help? Peek smiles slyly. See, Ash? Help. Isn't that exactly what we need right now? Peek. Ash rolls her eyes. Peek ignores her. We're with the refugees, the ones Havenage have cordoned off from entering the station. Ash interrupts. The ones that are being quarantined in makeshift vessels that barely made it to the eye to begin with. The ones that your station administrators have called an existential risk and are running out of supplies while their right to safety is being debated by people with no stake in their future. She quickly looks away, annoyed at her own outburst. Peek sighs. She's right. People are trapped out there, and they turn to Ash. We understand that there's a huge, big problem for the Eye. Hundreds of refugees and more ships turning up each cycle. They hold up a hand to stop Ash interrupting, but... Ash turns away, her burning anger a palpable force in the close quarters of the corridor. They need supplies, and after everything they've been through, the quarantine isn't helping, Peek finishes. That's terrible. Ash looks back at you, her fierceness fading. Peek. Please. Ash gathers herself in the supplies. Ash, we need help. Just like the refugees needed us, we need others too. They smile at her. Peek turns to you. Come find us. The climbing briar is docked at the western spoke, past the Greenway and the wastes. Okay, there's another area. We have a good view of the cordon, though we are keeping our distance for now. Come help us. They squeeze your hand. Ash turns to leave and Peek follows, waving goodbye. A moment later, Ash shouts back down the corridor. Don't bother coming empty-handed. You want to help? Show us. Bring supplies or don't come at all. And with that, they disappear around the corner, Ash already picking up speed as Peek calls for her to slow down. A refugee flotilla? Where are they coming from and why now? Each time you think you've begun to understand this place, something changes. Okay. We have a new drive, which is Flotilla Aid. Bring mushrooms to the Briar. So, more mushroom stuff. Got it. Greenway... Haifa Commune, Wild Margins, okay, well there's the wastes. Oh, wait, what's that? Climbing Briar. And then there's nothing else. Okay. I guess we'll start with the Greenway. Not what I wanted to click on. We'll start with the Greenway. Oh, great. More friggin' reputation stuff. Walk the Greenway? It's dangerous? Map the pathways. That's probably good. That could lower my condition? Oh, well, yeah. I'll do this. And I'll do, 3. Don't screw me over, please. Alright, cool. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave this for now. We'll try and use at least 1 dice on each of these, if we can. Work the canteen, work the grow beds. Okay, either way, these are just the same. This does a +1. Oh, it just makes it a 2. And that makes that a 6. Okay, I guess I could just put a 1 in. Hopefully it'll work. Yep. Oh, should I do another? I mean, if I just do, if it's a 1, I might as well do 2. Oh. Negative outcome. Oh, it just wasn't as good. I got a new drive. Join the Hypercommune. Okay, so that's just like more stuff there. Okay, wild margins. Tracking Ashton. Ooh. Yeah, I need to make sure I do this. Search for signals. That's probably good. Nice. Wow, that's a lot. I'll leave that alone for now. What's the wastes? Or no, I can't. I need a skill upgrade. Damn it. Wait, what is that? Oh, I need to endure. I need more endure. Alright. And then here's the climbing briar. Supply Gerolds. Welcome to Episode Flux. Episode Flux is the first of 3 episodic updates to Citizen Sleeper, telling the story of the refugee flotilla which has arrived at the Eye. All 3 episodes, Flux, Refuge, and Purge, are now available. Completing the Deliver Spores action will begin the episode, but beware, it is intended for late gameplay. I heard about this. I found this when I was looking stuff up, and we're gonna hold off on this. So Ash and Peak are unfortunately gonna have to wait for a while, but we'll be back for them, don't worry. Okay. With that, I'm probably gonna go back to mainland, or the, I don't actually remember what it's called. And I'm gonna do, we have to talk to, I think, Sabine, and we have to talk to, this says Hardin, and not Feng, which is, it's something. I'm gonna do the shipyard, because I think I should just be able to get this done if I just do that. Come on, positive. Perfect. Ooh, unit assembly, Havenage offices, Lem and Mina, worker and daughter. This is perfect. This is what I wanted. Havenage offices. Tracking Yadigan. Okay. Havenage are looking for informants on gang activity in the Eye. Okay, so if I can put in, I don't have Yadigan data, do I? No. I have Havenage data. And I can give them ship mine fragments for money. Okay. That's... Huh. Interesting. Okay, well I don't have any of that stuff yet, but I can go to unit assembly? Whoa. Junior tech? Poor work will see me drop from the roster. Eesh. Okay. So I can get money from this. Okay. I guess we'll start with... We got a lot of talking to do. Lem and Mina, let's go. From the walkway, the side rail horizon looks impossibly vast, a landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale, of industry, is both stunning and strangely unsettling. She's quite beautiful, I think. Lem and Mina. Oh, Mina's like... is like a child. Like an actual child. You turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway, leaning at the railing. He's thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the side rail horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem, he leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. I can't just say hi to both? What the hell? I'll say hi to Mina, I'll be nice. She stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. I don't trust people either, I don't blame her. Mina looks out from Lem's chest. Sorry, I don't know why I'm dying. It's like, in here. A dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her then? Lem asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring. He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. I think I'm working, right? Right? I'm gonna say working. Me too. He flashes a Havenage pass. I know just to look at you. I mean, he stumbles a little over his words, not wanting to be misunderstood. I mean, you look like a worker. She's Mina's and my ticket out of this place, our escape vector, so to speak. How? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Havenage contract on the side of the horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support group. He smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall in the new world, he winks. Decades? It's a long trip. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Celis Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Why is it here? Why build it here, you mean? He grins. Don't ask me. I know as much as Mina about that. He ruffles Mina's hair thoughtfully. I suppose many corporations weren't too happy about breaking with the idea of surrogacy, setting up somewhere maybe without it feeding back to the core. Maybe Celis got locked out of the corporate shipyards and had to go begging for somewhere to set up. Homeless, just like Mina and me. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, she whispers. Food. Pulling an exaggerated, grumpy face. She glances furtively? I've never heard of that word before. At you as she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Meanie. Give Danny a sec. He turns back to you and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not in the Havenage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. For sure. He looks out at the sidereal horizon as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hull. We've got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. I don't know why I'm struggling. The reading game, and I suck at reading. I'm sorry. Daddy loves me, she says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. Jesus. We're just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns and they walk down the walkway, away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. A ticket out. Interesting. I don't know if I want that, though. I don't know. Wait, so has this changed? I don't really think this matters. But, I can go to Hardin now. It's been more than a few cycles since Feng confronted Hardin, and the silence has been noticeable. In your time with Feng, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you did expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. But, if he won't come to you, you think as you approach into the Havenage building. Then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open, and light pouring out of the once dark room. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the bay, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in the Havenage security fatigue steps out of the bay as you get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer taping up machines from Feng's stash with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Hardin is there, leaning beside the bay entrance, so calm that you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand and an inventory of seizures scrawled across it. Predictable. Further evidence of Feng's collusions. You see another security officer coming out of the bay and take notice of you. Where is he? Feigning ignorance, or perhaps just abandoned? Hardin shakes his head. I believe you should choose your conspirators more wisely. I almost feel sorry for you. Hardin pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We have all the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. Uh-oh. He gestures around at the stacks of hardware. Spying on fellow Avenage members, hoarding Soul-Eye materials, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? That was his job. And what would you know about jobs, Sleeper? He looks up at the glass roof above and the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you're breathing, the light you're seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the Eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed. Not blind conviction or self-interest. Feng isn't selfish. I know all about the background of our mutual friend, Sleeper. Don't you worry about that. His parents would be sickened by the damage he's trying to do to the institution they helped found. You see, Sleeper, we're proud of our history here. Andre Erlin in the First Union founded this place, and Havenage has welded his values into the station's very walls. We'll never turn away the hard-working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havenage aren't a gang like Yadigan. We aren't pirates like half the spacers you'll meet in the hub, or esoterics like those hyper-radicals in the Greenway. We're the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye, Sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eye. So please, take your false accusations elsewhere before I decide I need a confession after all. This won't get me anywhere. History will catch up with you. I don't really want him to, get a confession from me, or unless he's talking about Feng. So I'm just gonna stay silent. I'm not like Feng. I don't have outbursts. I'm smart. I'm a genius, don't you know? Stay silent. If you have any pride, you'll give up Feng the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back toward the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear-out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks. A crumpled, hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum. A penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card, and scrawled onto it a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Timbre." Yeah, I'll take it. You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one's watching, and then turn away, just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Feng? Where the hell is Timbre? I don't know. Alright, let's talk to Sabine. 4 cycles, Sabine said, and here you are, right on time with no sign of them. You wait a while in the apartment, the dread descending as the cycle spins onward. They should be here. Check the terminal. You check and double-check the terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing. Just the pale glow, the silence. Check the door. You pace back and forth around the apartment, the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it to an empty corridor. You close it again. Wait. You try to settle down, to wait. You sit on the bunk and stare at the tiny room. Where the hell are they? A knock at the door. Stay still? Another knock. Do I open it? I've got a feeling it's just like a Yadigan agent. Are they gonna kill me? Open it. Yeah, that's not good. A figure stands in the door and immediately you know it is not Sabine. They are taller, sharper, and something in their face glints in the half-light. A dark shape like a stubby baton hangs loosely from her hand. Our local Sleeper. Good to finally meet you. She steps into the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. What, may I ask, are you doing here? She fixes you with a steady, unwavering stare. Nothing. I'm just chilling. She laughs. No need to get jumpy. We just need to discuss our mutual friend. She walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. We set them up here, you know. This place is one of ours. She picks up a glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget who put them where they are. She glances at you. I suppose you're here to help? Where are they? I was hoping you would be able to help out with that. She spins the baton in her fingers by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend has disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means they're in a little trouble now. But it's the kind of trouble that you need help for, so I thought I'd come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole, and here you are. The help. She looks through the detritus on the side. And what help, a Sleeper no less, which I have to admit is a little surprising. Suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? Well, I'm sorry to report that before we got them set up here, Sabine was working for your owners. She pauses. Essenark. You blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Rabai looks away, waiting for a response. I mean, is it that big of news. I mean, where else would she have been getting the, like, injections from? She said, like, didn't Sabine say they had a friend or something? Getting it? Like, oh yeah, my friend's interested in you. Oh, my friend is getting the injections. Yeah, I mean, it's not too hard to, like, take the news. You know what? Sure, prove it. Happily, she crosses into the next room and you follow silently. She sits at the terminal and touches her baton to one of the access ports. A spark, then the terminal screen skips, encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In the flicker of files, you see SNR letterheads and code forms, reports laden with medical data marked with the corporate logo like the sigil of some cult. Rubaya steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be there. The volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to be mostly reports on early emulation tests, surveys with sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage data. If Sabine was an SNRP employee, why did they help you? Rubaya reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on the desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light, its viscous, clear liquid crystalline within the glass. We will, of course, keep up the supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines, even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers, and for a tiny moment you have the urge to crush this object for the power it has over you. I'll ask Toshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. Rubaya closes up the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course, but I'm sure you understand. Rubaya turns on her way out. There's no reason for us to be enemies, Sleeper. Come see me. I keep an office nearby. We have good work to do, you and I. Meet me there in a few cycles. She slips out silently into the corridor. You look around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body to reveal the tiredness beneath. Jesus. I got an upgrade point. Yay! Not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. Upgrade. Upgrade. I think I need to upgrade this. Do I have another one? That I just didn't use? Huh. This, maybe? Agent nodes give double data. All cryo, that could be good. That costs 2, never mind. I'll just do, I'll do this one. There we go. Nice. So this is cheaper? It is cheaper. By not much, but it is cheaper. And then I'll check the Greenway real quick, but I don't think there's anything new over here. Yeah, no, there's nothing new. Wait, I got... Oh, they gave me stabilizer! Yo, sick! I'm not gonna input stabilizer just yet, because tomorrow is just probably gonna be a working day. I just realized I need energy really badly. I'm starving. Hey, Emphas, I need food, like, right now, please. Thank you, Emphas. Okay. Now, overlook bar. Bar shift. Hold on. I'm gonna do the rest of my shifts at the unit assembly, because this might be better. Okay. Alright. Well, I have 110 now. I don't need to buy this just yet, so I'll hold off. I'm gonna go here. I'll do inject stabilizer. I'll probably go to Emphasis stall again and order more food because I feel like I need to. And then I'll sleep. Okay, morning. Ethan. Wait, do I not have to pay the tab? The compressor is quiet today. The usual crowds are elsewhere, and the pumping music washes over a handful of spacers and a few drunks. Ethan is still in the same stool in the same pool of light. His head is low, close to the bar, and the bartender is ignoring him. Leave? I don't really want... He's probably gonna kill me. Approach him. As you get closer, he lifts his head and turns. Sleeper! He looks at you. Time to pay up again, is it? He gestures to the bartender. Come here, take their chits. No. Ethan doesn't even look at you. He props his elbows on the bar and holds his head. Sleeper, it's been a long cycle. I don't care. Ethan lets out a long sigh. He rapidly rubs his eyes with his palms. "You're right," he says quietly. "This isn't fun anymore." He reaches towards his holster. His elbow slips and the gun tumbles out. It clatters on the bar and falls to the floor, bouncing onto the ground between you. Both you and the bartender look at the gun, stare at it. "Butterfingers," says Ethan and puts out a hand beckoning for you to give him the gun back. "If you would." The bartender looks at you warily. You crouch down and pick up the gun. Point the gun at Ethan. Ethan turns his head in your direction a little, a sharp, pale eye locking with yours. The bartender backs away. "Oh," he turns on the stool. "Oh, sleeper," he stands. "This is more like it." Can I just pull the trigger? Why not? Why not? Ethan's not even an interesting character. He's just a guy. You don't wait, you pull the trigger. The gun clicks. By now, all the attention in the bar is on you and Ethan, who looks at the gun with a bemused expression. The bartender raises an open hand, and in it are 10 shiny bullets. 10 shiny bullets he took out of Ethan's gun while he was asleep on the bar. Ethan smiles at the bartender. "Oh well," he says, and grabs a gun, slamming it back into your face in a single move. You stagger back and drop to a knee. Somewhere nearby, the gun clatters onto a surface that hits a glancing blow that makes your vision swim. Through the blur, you see Ethan wrestle a small, thin slate from his belt and hold it up. "Enough of this. I'm logging the job and calling it in." Ethan taps at the slate. "No more playing." Your head aches. Ethan taps through a few screens impatiently. He swears and taps again. He starts shouting, a dull echo to your ringing ears. He starts screaming at the slate and throws it across the bar. He crouches down and grabs you by the chin, his face close, his breath heavy with drink. "SNRP just screwed me," he grins maniacally. "They canceled the contract." He stands up. "They canceled the contract!" He shouts at the ceiling of the compressor. You stand up, struggling to your feet, the sting of the hit fading. Ethan's rubbing his temples, his face pale. You hear a clicking sound like coins being counted, like bullets being loaded into a magazine. "You gonna kill me? You can't kill me." When you shake off the last of the blur, the bartender has Ethan's pistol trained on Ethan's head. Ethan stumbles back towards the middle of the room, all eyes trained on him. "I'll kill all of you," he screams. He stumbles into the wall, spinning away towards the door. "I'll be back for that," he shouts at the bartender and lunges out of the compressor. You steady yourself on the bar and catch your breath. The rumble of conversation returns. The bartender goes to say something, but then thinks better of it and begins to clean the bar. After a while, you wander out into the light of the Bright Market, looking for Ethan around every corner. Not really. Wait, what's this? Ethan's Vendetta. Damn it, he's gonna come back in 8 cycles. Great. Well, I don't have to really work anymore? I can talk to Rabaya now, but hold off. I'll work at the unit assembly, and then I'll do some... What? Well, I guess I'm doing this. Oh, quality control. Alright, I still can't do this because I need more ship mine fragments for that. Luckily, both these are coming in tomorrow, which is why I probably need some more money. So I think I'll probably actually go ahead and just get more money. That's probably for the best. Perfect, okay. Bunch of money. I'll buy some more food from Emphas, just to make sure I have energy. What even is this thing I have? Fang's gum box. I have to find Tamper. Okay, alright. End cycle. Wait, complete active... Oh yeah, I have to talk to Rabaya. Oops. As you approach the address Rabaya gave you, a heavy hand falls on your shoulder. "What's your business here?" The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of the strength her implants give her. As you turn, you see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabaya and Toshiro glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. "Gia, please. The sleeper is here by my invitation." At Rabaya's command, the hand immediately loosens and an apologetic look replaces the scowl on Gia's face. "Of course, Rabaya. I'm sorry." Rabaya waves her way. "Don't you worry. I appreciate your protective instincts." She smiles at the enforcer. "How about you head to the Timbre? They have a delivery coming and they'll need some help with the lifting." "Timbre? Where?" "That's where my friend Fang is. I don't know where that is." Gia nods and walks away. "So, sleeper, you came." I'm glad. I was curious. Curious is good, she smiles a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there in Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There were more than a few people in this station who would rather I was dead. I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I don't think I wish you any harm. I mean, I don't think you hurt Sabine? Because you specifically said you needed my help finding where they were? And I don't know why you would have said that. So I wish you no harm, I guess. I'm glad. Rubai begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down a staircase into the bustling walkways at the low end. What do you know about Yadigan? Nothing really. Come on, Sleeper, humor me. I know we have a reputation. Oh, damn it! I pressed A twice. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat, is that fair to say? We're framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. She gestures around at the people in the passageway. But when was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye, a policeman? Who makes the laws here? Havenage? Yes, they'd like to believe so, don't they? By claiming a lineage that extends back into Erlin's Union, they assume the burden of authority. But they have no authority here. Out past the Bright Market where few work in the shipyard or pay for their docking berths. If you'd spent your time at the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. The low end was empty in Erlin's time. They didn't need to house thousands, and keeping the yards and the rotunda safe was work enough. No, the low end was reclaimed later when the refugees started arriving. Rubaia meets your eye. The collapse didn't just happen here on this station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned, the moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, and some fled. The Eye became a refuge, and Erlin, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many within his organization disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they'd hoped. Rubai leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stalls and traders. Erlin's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchies and networks. The refugees came from different factions and families, were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yadigan is a child of that conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we're a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth, I've worked to earn it. Rubaia catches herself before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while, among the smells and textures of the low end. You start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. Where do I come into this, even? Rubaia smiles to herself and thinks for a moment before she responds. I believe that you understand the importance of a refuge. So I also believe that you wish to help keep this place safe. She exhales quietly. For this reason, I would like you to trust me. I do not know what Sabine told you about us, but I imagine it was not good. I will be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as a part of Yadigan. An ex-corporate employee? It goes against our nature. But the deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied. That was all. But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yadigan has not lasted this long because it is a charity. We offer and ask for support. Any betrayal will be treated as an attack. Who's Yannick? Yannick is one of the heads of Yadigan. They guide us. He's the newest to be elected. He's an elder. Sabine found something. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only want to escape their debt. They would have said anything. But where are they now to stand behind their claims? How trustworthy really am I of Sabine? I'll stay silent. You realize that Rubaia has led you in a loop, and together you come back up a staircase to the walkway where you met. You're free to go, Sleeper. I've said what I wish to say. She looks out through the windows of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life, as it has protected me. I want to make that clear. She turns back. However, if you too wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You will be able to see Yadigan, to see the low end with your own eyes, not as others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rubaia leaves, slipping back into her office while you stare out at the countless units, each a home, each with a story that make up the low end. So, I can go back to Rubaia's office? And there's stuff I can do. Jesus, that's a lot. Okay. Well, now I can sleep. Alright, this will probably be the last cycle of this episode. I know we haven't gotten a lot. Yeah, haven't been a lot of cycles this episode, but that's because there's been a lot of story. Alright. Okay, so first of all, these ships are here. Scrap freighter. Buy some scrap. I can unload containers, but merchant freighter, I can buy ship mine fragments. Two. That's a lot. It's a good amount. So, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to work. Alright. And then the rest of these I can put into the barn. There we go. Okay. Now, scrap freighter, and buy some scrap. And hopefully one of these is a ship mine. It should be a ship mine. I'm hoping. Yep, there it is. And I might as well buy the last of it. I can just sell it back. Okay. Alright, now, go to the ore exchange. I can sell components. There we go. I can go into the ore fabricator and fabricate a ship mine. A frick mine. Perfect. Okay. Now, with the ship mine done, I can give it to Neovend. Perfect. And we might as well talk to Neovend to wrap this episode up. Sleeper, must express plan before we begin. Neovend is impatient. Oh wait, sorry, I'm supposed to do like a hissing voice. Sleeper, must express plan before we begin. Neovend is impatient, but in the prospect of being free of the vending machine, clearly too much to take. Shipmind has no output features. Will be mute until slotted. What's the plan? The servo motors in the machine begin to rev. Neovend's anxiety clear. First, imprint shipmind. Then, slot imprinted shipmind into physical ports close to hunter nests. Once slotted, we'll track hunter at each. Tracking will find core nest. Slot shipmind at core nest. Show hunter data to hunter. Hunter will conclude sentience. Hunter will invoke killer. And killer will kill, yes. The lights on the vending machine cycle as Neovend prepares. Physical ports likely sealed in old station. We'll need keys. But yes, simple. The vending machine rocks a little. Any questions before imprinting? Why slot you physically? I cannot access via network. Too dangerous. Hunter would find immediately. The lights flicker. I'm not like you, hybrid. Am native to cloud. Easy prey. What's the core nest? Hunter keeps central data storage. Protocol must keep data outside itself. Linked to secondary nests. Can triangulate from there. Alright, let's go. The sound of all the servo motors starting up at once is painful. The screeches rattle from the hard surfaces of the sealed dock and come back at all angles. Neovend better be quick or Havenage security will be here. Neovend's voice appears among the squeals like a whisper carried by the wind. Machine is not designed for this task. Few sensors, limited inputs. I work blind. Wish me luck. In the top part of the compartment, a set of arms aligned with the ship mine, clunkily scraping against it. Good luck. The metal creaks as the servos open the ship mine, its layers of silicon nested like an onion skin. Once open, the main arm of the machine rapidly shifts back and forth, realigning the microscopic components, accessing and rewriting them, imprinting Neovend into its physical form. As you watch the hypnotic motion, your mind drifts to your own creation. What processes were used to emulate your mind to copy the neural structure of that person who, as far as you know, still sleeps in some distant facility? What was lost? In what ways are you a copy of that person, and in what ways are you something new? You know this much. You're a convenient loophole, a way of circumnavigating the illegality of sentient AI. After all, you are an emulation, not a true digital being. You are neurologically limited, still human. But what would you become if you could escape this frame? Where then would the limits lie? The screeching stops, the machine powers down, dropping the bay into darkness. In the top compartment, the ship mind is whole again. You reach up and take it down, heavy and cold to the touch. Is Neovend inside this thing, or did the process fail? There's only one way to know. Time to find a nest to slot them into. Ooh, upgrade point. I'm gonna upgrade this one, because that's the only thing I can upgrade anymore. Oh wait, I never tried going over here and accessing the hunter stuff. Greenway Gate. Slot Greenway cipher. Ooh. Interesting. Okay. Alright. But that's it for this video. I'm gonna go back and sleep, but while I'm doing that, I'm gonna talk. We got a lot of story stuff done. And Ethan is gone for a while, which is awesome. I don't have to worry about saving up money for that. Server unit? Oh, okay, that's the next thing. But I've been that one frog, and thanks for watching.